Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Dogs will kick it away to get this game going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The shotgun running play call. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
And now they run the draw play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Tries the right with a quick throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Well, move the sticks for a 1st down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
And the Volunteers look to keep this drive moving. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's a short completion to the big tight end. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Across midfield. The 30. At the 20. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Now, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. He hands it off from the gun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
He missed it. Field goal, no good. There's a penalty marker down. We might see another attempt. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Bulldogs hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the receiver does all the work here, man. That is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And the Vols moving quickly down the field here.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Looking to throw yet again. Catch made by the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands.
Looking for a deep completion. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. And now here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop up at the 24. Good coverage. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks left and finds his target there. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. was called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Oh, it's a reverse. Finding space at the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now the all-important extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score Georgia 14, Tennessee 7.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snags the quick throw. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Eludes the rush.
Damn!
He's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat and to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And there's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Quarterback making some changes at the line. Shotgun formation here on third down. Looking right, this one caught. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry up. Needs a completion here on fourth down. This will call incomplete and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down, looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down. But Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Wow! Third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
This one will be fair caught. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Cut quickly. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down. The ball is hustled to the line to run the hurry up. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And they didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Short throw complete to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it off to begin the second half. And the return starts from inside the 20. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Nice call here with the bootleg to get him out to the outside to the right. Nobody's open downfield, so he shows you what he can do with his legs and picks up a few yards.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Long game by this quarterback. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. They'll convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Makes a quick grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. And brings up third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look. Makes some adjustments. And the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. And you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And the point after is right down the middle. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
It leads to second down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Touchdown, Dog. Defense adds 6 with the interception return. Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after the completion. The Vols come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. The Volunteers with 1st and 10 here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. And
This
it's
nigga.
intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Fighting off the tackler.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Take it down, but not before it makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Oh, a reverse. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
Looking for 6, and it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 42, Tennessee 7.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th and attempt. They'll try it again here. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Trying for a 4th down completion. Launching one to the end zone. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as a and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Volunteers. This quarterback on fire today. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good.
The extra point is good.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Tennessee 14.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Second down.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the grab. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry up.
First down for the offense.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. Keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. And the Vols will have first and 10 here.
29 Philly.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. On the run here, lets it go. That ball snagged for a completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Brings up second down.
Second down, looking to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pass caught.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Important 3rd down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Here's the target, and it's complete. 27.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And with this one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you are taking care of